Good morning. You know, it's a real surprise today that my brother, Andy the Champ, has brought some records down here to show Mazzy and to do a whack-a-mole. So we're going to do a surprise whack-a-mole on Mazzy, and it's going to start by me introducing my brother, Andy the Champ.
Is this your baby brother? You have three brothers.
I have
two brothers.
Brother Itchy down in Tacoma, and I have brother Andy the Champ here in West Seattle.
What's your history of record collecting? Is this a new thing, or is this going back?
Oh, it goes back. At Christmas time, we would all get records. You know, we'd look around the tree early in the morning, you know, before my parents got up, and if we didn't see flat, square, and around the tree, we were disappointed. We were looking forward to seeing flat and square, and
not
you know,
socks or shirt or underwear.
No, more underwear. No, it was the flat and square, and it's like, oh, the Beach Boys. Oh, Hey Jude. Oh, great, you know. And so, you know, I just kept buying them. Once I got to the age to buy them, you know, I think I bought an Uncle Albert, you know, and 45s at the grocery store and things like that.
Now, do you have favorite artists? Who are your favorite artists?
Favorite artists, Beatles, Van Morrison, so many. Bob Seger. We're just talking rock and roll. I mean,
whatever. I like to get a little curious what people are
What's
into.
your jazz?
What I hear, you're pretty open. You're open to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I am. Now my country western selection is very small. I have a very small country western selection. You know, I just, you know, and something about that guitar part that comes in with a lot of Dolly Parton and
the twangy
Wagner,
stuff.
the twangy stuff. That's not my bag.
What about jazz or soul?
Jazz and soul. Well, I play trumpet, so I have a fondness for like Maynard Ferguson and Buddy Rich and so many others. Our first record is.
It's a little loud here, so we have to.
Yeah.
Like, there's this table of. I don't know. It's like a baseball team.
Young men. Anyway, this is the first record. I don't know if Mazzy's seen this before.
I've seen that. I've never heard that. I've heard Renaissance records, but not that one. Never heard it.
Oh, okay. So that would be the first one. I always enjoyed them. They were had a female vocalist that you know, was more kind of almost like a classical thing going on.
Kind of a folky proggy thing?
Yeah.
With more classical overtones. Okay.
Overtones. But they did a number of records.
Are they British?
I believe they are British, yeah. But yeah, most of these records, this is kind of a whack-a-mole. And a lot of these records are ones that I just was curious what Mazzy thought of them. So this one is...
That I know.
You know this one?
I love Pentangle. Well, go ahead, you talk about it.
I don't know that much about Pentangle. I liked it because my
I'm
brother
a big
liked
fan of the late 70s, late 60s, early 70s, the UK folk revival, folk rock, Fairport Convention, Pentangle, incredible string band, Sandy Denny, obviously, and Richard Thompson, and then in the early 70s, Pentangle was Bert Jansch and John Renbourn. They were kind of folky jazz.
Well, this is one of those ones from when I was young and Itchy and Dizzy had this in their collection. And I've always loved this record. The fact that they're in a school gymnasium performing this with amps, and I don't think there's probably any other amplification going on. But it's a live record, and they're making jokes. Not always that good, but that's almost makes them better. And I just always have loved this record. Time Won't Let Me.
I've never heard that, but I remember the single "Time Won't Let Me." The Outsiders, almost one-hit wonders. Are they from here or from San Jose? They're from one of those.
Oh yeah,
That's '66 garage rock stuff.
Yeah.
I never heard the live record.
Yeah. No. Well, look for it.
Okay. Cool.
I think you know what I mean about loving records. Okay. What do you think on
Oh,
this
you
one?
want me to talk about it?
Well, yeah, I can turn the camera around for you if you like.
No, I can. Okay, I'll show the camera. Now, this is a problematic record. I've grown to kind of love it for what it is. Harry Nilsson and John Lennon got together. John Lennon is not a good producer, and Harry Nilsson blew his vocals out on this record, on Many Rivers to Cross, the Jimmy Cliff song, and a few other things. And this is a period of time when they were hanging out, doing a lot of drugs, drinking a lot, both of them, and like especially John Lennon is a mean drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's like, no offense to the Irish, a mean Irish drunk, like a little violent. It becomes an asshole. But at least it's signed by John Lennon, not really, and Harry Nilsson. But I've gotten to enjoy this for what it is. It's not a great record by any means, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Pussycats.
That's about my feeling on that, that record.
Yeah.
As well.
Like he had such a sweetest voice, and it's like blown on this record. Oh God, yeah.
What do you think on Lee Michaels? Lee Michaels, I'm big on B3 organ. I just love B3 organ.
Oh, good.
Jimmy McGriff, Dr. Lonnie Smith.
Lonnie Liston Smith, yeah.
Isn't there also a Lonnie Smith?
Well, there's Lonnie Smith, Lonnie Liston Smith, but then there's the big guy.
McDuff?
Well, the guy who did all the Blue Note records, Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith. Oh yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
and Shirley Scott. Who? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a good one. Girl Talk with Shirley Scott. But yeah, I just this is he's more of a rocker. Lee Michaels was more of a rocker, and I just felt underappreciated. And I just think he's another one that if you like B3 organ and you like it to rock, here's one artist that you can check out. And
you know what's good about him is I saw him in 1970 at the Oakland Coliseum open up for Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and it's just him and his drummer Frosty. That's it. It's just two guys.
Oh wow!
And so I guess he does the bass on the organ. Has the pedals or whatever.
Right.
And it's so good. He had one kind of AM hit on Lee Michaels' Fifth. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
15 years. Da 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 da. What a great. Yeah, I like those records. I have this record.
I know what you mean. How about this one?
Oh yeah. That goes for money now too. Is that an original?
I believe so.
Can you pull out the label a little bit?
Sure.
Is it a red or a gold Electra?
But you like this thing, huh?
I love that. Original inner sleeve.
Up again, right?
Original inner sleeve, Electra inner sleeve.
Oh, it's Electra? Yeah, it's Electra.
That's an original probably. That's the gold. We don't. That's a stereo. I love that. They did. I don't know if it's on. I always forget what record's on what, but they did a really good version, an AM hit of My Little Red Book.
Yeah.
The Burt Bacharach, Hal David song. And apparently,
this is on Electra was.
Yeah, Bacharach hated it. Hated the version because it was very garage rock like. But I can't remember.
I don't think I see it on this one.
I don't think it is. I always forget which ones. I didn't have that record for years. I didn't get it when it came out.
Yeah, that was when I got into much later. I'm a little younger, so I got into some of these guys more in like the 90s or 80s. This was a 45 when I was a kid. This is one of the hand-me-down songs. Was Black is Black, and I had my little portable kid record player, and I would burn the grooves out of Black is Black and Talk by the Music Machine, and even listen to the B-sides because I'd only had a small collection of records, and so I just kept playing them over and over and over on both sides. You ever see this one?
There's some Led Zeppelin stuff there. Is that a bootleg?
It is a live picture disc.
Of Zeppelin?
Of Zeppelin.
So it's a bootleg. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's got to be a bootleg.
Okay. Well, I know you don't like bootlegs, so I'm not going to show it.
Well, no, you know what? No, I know a lot of people that do like bootleg. I like them. I don't buy them anymore. I had a lot of Beatle and Dylan bootlegs. But I like them, I appreciate them. But if I was a Led Zeppelin collector, I would be all over that. But
Right.
And I know a guy in Chicago. If you're watching, Vance. He's this guy is a big Zeppelin guy. Do you have this? If you're watching, that's pretty cool. It's trippy. Yeah. Let's just do that for about an hour.
Fats on Fire.
Ooh, I've never seen that in my entire life. That's a great cover,
I thought so.
right? God, that's the one I'd get just for the cover.
And this is another guy that feels underappreciated. You know, he came out to a bumper shoot and performed, and you know, has just tons of hits, but they aren't the kind of hits that people go, oh yeah, I got to go see Fats Domino. Especially, you know, after he'd been in the music scene for 20 years.
Yeah.
But you know,
Blueberry Hill. I had my
Blueberry Hill.
thrill on Blueberry Hill.
yeah, and
New Orleans piano. Great artist.
yeah,
That's a cool record.
excellent. Well, we were kind of in that genre there, so here's
Wow.
Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry,
I love that cover too.
two great guitars. This is on chess. Yeah, I love the cover. I don't know if the music was quite as. It looks like it's only 4 cuts.
Are they playing together or are they separate cuts?
God.
I bet you it's a comp like Chuck Berry songs and Bo Diddley. I don't know though.
Yeah. Chuck Berry.
Oh, they do a couple together. They do 2 tracks together and 2 tracks alone. Okay.
Okay.
Huh. It's an EP then, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funky one. It's definitely a funky.
But they're long songs, so it is an album. God, I've seen that. I don't know anything about that.
Well, it features Steve Miller, Howard Roberts, Dave Mason, Barry Goldberg, Charlie Musselwhite, Bobby
Oh, is that a comp?
Nakoff. I think it's a compilation. I think I had it in my compilation.
Let's see.
And we'll look on the inside here, and I'll flip it around for you.
Okay. That's a disgusting cover. I hate that cover. So are they all jamming? I guess it is a jam thing.
It says Super Jam. 2 records, Super Jam.
That'd be kind of cool. That must be like 1969-ish or 68 or 69, 70 label on Capitol. Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's all I have.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
hope you enjoyed.
There's good
Hot
stuff.
stack, man, a hot stack. I knew my brother could deliver. I knew it. I felt it in my body. When I saw him approaching, I said, he's going to be hot today. He's going to be hot.
I have this record. This is the Talking Heads Speaking in Tongues. This is a rare record. I'm surprised it didn't go for more than I've seen it. It doesn't go for a lot of money. But this was designed, this was a limited edition, designed by the artist, great American artist, modern artist, Robert Rauschenberg. And all the copies I've seen, including mine, have faded. They used to be a clear, and they all fade to yellow. They all crack a little bit. I think there's a little cracking here. This one's in good shape, but they become brittle. And it's kind of like a screen when the old days when you used to do color separations, and it's like a wheel in here and it turns around. It's a cool collector's item. I do have a copy of this, but this is a cool ass record. Any collector, and now the Talking Heads are in the news again because of the reissue, the anniversary issue of Stop Making Sense, and the first time the entire band has got together literally in the same room to talk about it in years. So that's a cool record. Eda James, I'm going to take them out of the plastic. I like taking records out of the plastic. Eda James, the Queen of Soul, of course. I have several of her albums. I don't have this record. She was on with Decca, I believe. This is an Argo. Is this Argo? Yeah. Argo High Fidelity. The songs that most people know of her is At Last. It's one of those cliche songs that's used at every friggin' wedding. And of course Tell Mama. But there's some great comps on her. I don't know this record particularly. Do Right, great. I know some of the songs, so I think I have some of these songs on comps. I do not have this record, but the Argo label is a great kind of jazzy label. Great artist. I mean, you really, do need to have some Eda James in your collection. Great, it's soulful music, just really great. This is a picture disc of Spinal Tap. Of course, Spinal Tap. This is a real band that was documented by Rob Reiner, Spinal Tap, and they had their album Smell the Glove. This is a picture disc of Rake Like the Wind. All right, this is yeah, I've never seen this particular picture disc. I'm not a picture disc fan, but there's people who are into them, and you gotta love Smell the Glove band, Mighty Wind. I mean, not a Mighty Wind. That's the later folk movie, but Spinal Tap. Gershwin, American Paris, one of the great American composers. You know, pop composers, classical. What can I say? Oh, Russo. We call it Russo. Is it not the Seagull Schwall blues band, is it? No.
Yes, it is.
Is it? Okay. There was a combination with, oh yeah, Corki Seagull. This is Corgi. I used to have this record actually. Corki Seagull, the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. Seiji Ozawa was a central conductor at the time. I used to have this. I forgot. We used to play this in the store. So this is with San Francisco Symphony with a blues band, the Seagull Schwall Blues Band. Spike Jones, musical comedian, was really huge. Before my time, really, but I knew of him when I was a kid. I never really listened to his record on Verve Records. So I don't know specifically anything to say about Spike Jones. Not to be confused with Spike Jones today with a Z, who's the independent filmmaker and has done some movies independently and music videos. I used to have this. This is a bootleg. This is a Elvis Costello bootleg. Of course, 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Obviously a takeoff on the 50 million fans can't be wrong Elvis Presley record. There was a bunch of bootlegs around this time, late 70s, early 80s, of Elvis. It says Radar Records, but it's a total boot. 2 record set. I don't know if these are live tracks. Oh yeah, this is live at the Agora Theater in Cleveland. So this is 1977. I saw the very first Elvis Costello show in America ever. The very first show when he first toured here was, I guess, 77 at the Old Waldorf. And so this is probably that same tour. I'd like to hear this. It's probably really a cool ass record. Oh, this could be really cool. If this is a first pressing, this is really wonderful. This is one of the great, one of the greatest rock and rollers of all time is Little Richard, and this looks like a specialty mono. I have a reissue box set that includes this song. You don't see these in good shape very much original. I don't know. It's got split seams, but it's a little it's kind of scratched up, but I find when you clean these records, look at the specialty label though. You see that? When you clean these up, old records tend to sound better than new records that are scratched. There's something in the way they're pressed, and they're more forgiving. But what a great record! Tutti Frutti, Ready Teddy, Slipping Inside, Long Tall Sally, Rip It Up, Jenny Jenny. I mean, this is like a greatest hits, but it's not a greatest hits because he had so many great singles. What a friggin' great artist. I mean, yeah, this is a must-have for anybody. You need Little Richard in your collection. And lastly, Lights Out San Francisco. I used to have this too. Vaco. I forgot his last name. What is his last name?
Vaco Tesh.
Yeah. He was a producer, produced a lot of records on the San Francisco label. Oh, this is Blue Thumb. That was his record collection at the time. I remember this record got a lot of play on FM radio in San Francisco. KMPX, KSAN probably. This is probably from around 70, 71. Yeah, and has liner notes by Dusty Street. She came over from KMPX. She was my first DJ radio crush in San Francisco. Dusty Street. I used to call her, show up all the time. There's Dusty Street in Vodo. I love that picture. So, who is on here? It's
Harvey
Lights
Mandel.
Out. It's got John Lee Hooker, Neil Schon, who would later go on to with Journey, Santana, Sylvester, sort of the gay disco. She became a big gay disco star in the late '70s. Dan Hicks, Marion Price. Oh, there's a whole Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks song, the last song, 2020 Vision. This is a cool record. I remember playing this record a lot. Presents the soul of the Bay Area. A lot of people had this. It's got a lot of local radio play for obvious reasons. That's the Whack-A-Mole for your brother. What's his nickname?
Champ.
The Champ.
Andy the Champ.
Yeah, Andy. We know Andy. Andy's great records here, and so I think the Champ. Did the Champ pull these records?
Yeah.
This is a cool batch, definitely. I'd say I only have a couple of them, but I know most of them. There's a couple I don't know, but that's a cool record, definitely. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Dizzy. Thanks, Itchy. Thanks, the whole Itchy, Dizzy
Champ.
family. It's hard to get that out of my lips like really easily. Take care. Maz loves you.
Mazzy's going to New York, and I don't want Mazzy to go to New York without wearing the appropriate attire.
Now,
So if he's going to go to...
that's not Gil Scott Heron. Who is that? Oh, it's Thelonious Monk. It says literally right there. I didn't even. Thank you. See,
I tried to put a clue on this shirt.
Mazzy, I was looking at my name up the top, and I didn't see it. Literally says
You see,
Thelonious
he
Monk.
got stuck on his name.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
I'm a wanker.
Can you imagine that?
I might make my own wankers list this year.